I said I would start with this poem for Michelin. Where are you? This is called Traveling Prayer, possibly unanswered. It's one sentence long as well. It's a 210-word sentence with one semicolon, which is sort of cheating, but not really. Sometime early this morning, after I kissed my sleeping wife goodbye, but before pulling closed the front door with the quietest click I could manage, I offered up this silent prayer that the two strangers who would share my row on this transcontinental flight would be skinny, beautiful, intelligent, happily married women. Intelligent so that I might actually learn something new. That was the semicolon. Semicolon. Intelligent so that I might actually learn something new. Beautiful so that I have something to look at while I do. Is that so bad to want? I'm a poet. That's what I do. I want and I want. Skinny so they don't droop over into my seat like 10 pounds of flour in a flimsy plastic bag. And lastly, married and desperately in love so that we might swap stories about coming to know ourselves, looking long and hard into the face of God. But you two guys, whom I have already nicknamed in my head Big Mac and the Michelin Man, you are so obviously not what I asked for! What with your Golf Digest and your Guns and Ammo magazine, your ridiculous beluga bodies, your sweaty pinky rings, and your idiotic haircuts, that I can scarcely decide whether today is the day that I finally become an atheist, or whether I actually believe now more strongly than I ever did, more devoutly than any man or ever woman can, that the surest way to make God laugh is just to make a plan. Though not a secretive man, my father understood combination locks and keys. Oh yeah, he was a Yale man. And he had a love affair with brass. And he had a key rack as organized as the writing on the label of each key was neat. It's the same angel that made him label and date butcher paper wrapped leftovers in the refrigerator with little Christmas present creases and hospital corners and little 2x2 post-it notes with possible suggestions for the leftovers' use. Turkey scraps, November 23, yummy treat for the DOG, secured with, count them, 1, 2 rubber bands. One for snugness, the other just for, symmetry. But there is an art to labeling keys. The one you keep to your neighbor's house across the street cannot say on it, neighbor's house across the street. In Maine for all of May. Similarly, gun rack, burglar alarm, silver cabinet, spare set of keys to Saab in garage. These are labels you will not see at our house. Instead, my father wrote in his own argot, in a cryptographic language of oblique reference. The key to the burglar alarm was called the Siren's Song. Gun rack, that infernal racket. Victor was the Volvo, Henry was our Honda, Gabriella the Sabatini. A security of the mind, no doubt, and not so much precluding burglary, as offering a challenge to the industrious burglar, as well as evincing from my brother and me much in the way of loving parody, such as the key to the side door, which we labeled, not the key to the side door. Destitute neighbors hovel far, far away from here, nothing to steal. Boathouse in Djibouti. But among the neatly labeled keys, some took cars we no longer possessed, such as Potemkin and Gerald the Ford. There was a brass ring of assorted expatriates called keys to unknown places, little metal orphans. They had all lost their locks, or rather their locks had all lost them, misplaced them all in the same place, on the same ring, which is a sadness that no bolt cutter can cure. Even the key that says simply, Hartford. Hartford. Somewhere there's a door, a box, a closet full of secrets locked, and the only thing I know about it, knowing my father, is that it's probably not in Hartford. But I keep them all, jingling and jangling, turning the tumblers of the past. Who knows when I may not be in Hartford again, and have such a need for such a key? And who here knows nothing of the magic that escapes every time a key that should unlock a door does?